On tonight's No Things Considered, Hillary Clinton is back, Bernie says healthcare is like 9/11, Mika gets a book deal, and Chris Christie argues on the radio. And now here's your host, Tim Young.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to No Things Considered. My name is Tim Young. It's right there underneath where it says No Things Considered. And if you're illiterate, you're just going to have to trust me that that's what that says. Anyway, can't wait to talk about this one. Wow. Somebody just doesn't know when to go away. Hillary Clinton is back again, talking about supporting Samantha Bee and Planned Parenthood. Here she is, pretending like she knows what a t-shirt is, other than something that the poors who work for her wear. She's so relatable. Look at how she holds that shirt in a relatable manner. Oh my God. Wonder how many thousands or millions of dollars went into testing whether or not Nasty Woman was good for a product for her to hold. Just go. Speaking of stories that need to go away, the Russia collusion story with the Trump campaign needs to go away because at this point the outrage machine is out of things to say. Don Jr. met with a Russian attorney who had nothing to do with the government and happened to have some information or not about Hillary Clinton. And that is now what everyone is freaking out about. Seriously. The Russians did not hack ballots and voting. They didn't directly influence the election. Sure, they might have meddled around, but everybody meddles in everybody's elections in the world. Everybody kind of knows that at this point. And Don Jr. not even shying away from it. He dropped a statement and dropped every one of the emails that he had. He's completely transparent here. So what do you got? Nothing. Drop the Russian collusion story already. It is dead. It is over. It is such a... When this started, it was Donald Trump worked directly with Putin and the Russian government to influence the results of the election. There was no evidence of that. There's still no evidence of that with multiple investigations going on. And trust me, it would have leaked by now. You guys know it would have leaked by now. And now we're to, somebody said his son met with a Russian, literally, if they went, I believe he said this a while ago, or maybe it was Spicer said this a while ago, if they used Russian dressing on one of their salads, that at this point, that's the next story for next month. Let it go. It is dead. Enough. But here's something that's not dead. Bernie Sanders, he's about 1,000 years old. He never dies. Had to deal with witches years ago, I think, is what happened in Massachusetts. Anyway, hey, listen. Bernie yesterday is talking about health care and the American Health Care Act that the Republicans may or may not pass. I mean, come on, guys, let's get this over with here. And he compared it to 9/11. Just watch the clip.
Up to 28,000 Americans every single year could die. That is 9 times more than the tragic losses we suffered on 9/11.
I want you to take a look. I want you to take a look now at the girl directly behind him, just over his shoulder. The look in her eyes, whoa. Bernie, man, pretty bad, buddy. And by the way, he's just stealing lines now from Team America World Police, the old Trey Parker and Matt Stone movie. It's going to be like 9/11 times 100. Bernie, dude, no, don't compare it to national tragedies. Speaking of national tragedies, Mika Brzezinski has a book deal. Page 6 reporting that she got a Mega 3 book deal worth well over 6 figures. Now, as you guys know, I love Mika and Joe. Every morning, when I act like I watch their show, their love and affection for each other just is amazing. They make me believe in lesbian marriage. And listen. So we wanted to kind of speculate what the names of her books would be. Just spitballing here. Let's take a look at a few of the options. This one, No, You Wear the Sweater Vest, A Story of Our Love. That was pretty good. I like that one. Things I Touch Under the Desk. That's actually not bad. Not bad. Here's one. 2-for-1 haircuts and other ways to be economical with your partner. It's not bad. And this is our favorite one here. People didn't know I had a morning show until Donald Trump tweeted about me. That is probably the most authentic of all of the. That has to be why she got the book deal, right? That had to be the closer. Anyway, the other day, Sean Spicer finally replied to our favorite CNN reporter. What does he even do over there? Propagator? Jim Acosta. Jim Acosta he says that he's making journalism theatrical, and what was his term for it, or something like? He's just a whiny baby. He's saying he's a whiny baby, and Jim Acosta, of course, says, "No, I'm not a whiny baby." But let's show a little bit of evidence of Jim Acosta's brave work in dealing with this White House. And by brave work, I of course mean awful whining.
There's no camera on, Jim.
Well, maybe we should turn the cameras on, Sean. Why don't we turn the cameras on?
Jen.
Why don't we turn the cameras on?
I'm sorry that you have to do. Jen, go ahead.
Why not turn the cameras on, Sean? They're in the room. The lights are on.
Is it not true that
Jim Acosta gets paid for this. He gets paid to do that. He also gets paid to do this. This is my favorite freak out, I think, of all time. And maybe you guys also. Let us know what you think about Jim Acosta in the comments, by the way. But check this one out.
Question because of the stonewalling that we're getting over here at the White House. That's the White House behind me. The White House.
That's the White House behind me. The White House. I think he actually cried, I think, in that interview on CNN. But he says he's not making things theatrical and over the top with the White House press secretary, Sean Spicer. Anyway, whatever. Listen, Jim, you get what's coming to you, buddy, and glad that you're getting paid to cry on air. People who haven't been crying on air because they're being sued and taking off the rest of the month of July. John Oliver from Last Week Tonight has been cast to play Zazu. Zazu from I haven't seen The Lion King in like 10 years. I don't have kids, so I don't know. In the live-action Lion King, which kind of cool about this one is that he looks exactly like the bird. And he parrots Democrat talking points on his show with nonsensical pizzazz. Makes no sense. We'll just keep going back and forth. He does look like him. There you go. It's amazing. What great casting. Anyway, it came out yesterday thanks to the great reporting of Rachel Stoltzfus at the Daily Caller News Foundation. Even though we have Daily Caller there. From the foundation side. Whatever, who cares? Other than my bosses. Steve Bannon used a list of Hillary insults to motivate Donald Trump on the campaign trail. Shocker. I mean, don't you think they talked shit about her the entire time that they were running against her? So he used to say things like she's just a resume that's running for office and she's boring and they didn't say she's an old hag in the story, but maybe should have. Whatever. I mean, come on. She's so easy to insult. We do it all the time. Anyway, it's whatever motivated Trump to win. Whatever. It's great. In other news, my favorite story of the week. What happens when you let embattled Governor Chris Christie go and fill in on a sports radio network? Well, a little segment we like to call Two Drunk Guys Have an Argument About Nothing Outside of a Jumbo Slice Pizza at 2 a.m. Now, guys, I don't know if you've ever been outside of a Jumbo Slice Pizza at 2 a.m., but when two bros get together, they will argue about air when they are drunk and trying to get their little slice on. So, without further ado, here is Chris Christie dealing with a caller who, well, didn't quite like him.
Mike in Montclair. What's up, Mike?
Governor, next time you want to sit on a beach that is closed to the entire world except you, you put your fat ass in a car and go to one that's open to all your constituents.
Well, you know,
not just you and yours.
Interesting, Mike. You know what?
What's that? What's that, Gov?
Hey, buddy, next time you want to sit on a beach, you take your fat ass somewhere else. What's that? Hey, Gov, hey. This is great. I wish you guys could literally have listened to the entire radio show. Because, I mean, he talks about sports, yeah, sure, but, like, come on. And by the way, how is he a Cowboys fan? Come on, man. New York, New Jersey, you picked the Cowboys? Let's hear some more from Governor Chris Christie, defending himself the only way that Chris Christie knows how.
You know, Mike, I love getting calls from communists in Montclair.
Communists in Montclair.
You know,
you're a bully, Governor, and I don't like bullies.
You know what? And listen, I'm not the one who came on the air. Hey, hold on, Mike. Mike, I'm not the guy who came on the air, swore on the air.
Who swore?
And so you did.
Get the heck out of here.
You know, you.
It's literally like two drunk guys arguing outside of a Jumbo Slice Pizza at 2 a.m. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go. What are you doing this Friday night at 2 a.m.? You can go hear this live. It's a live show. Wherever bars are. Keep it going.
You're a bum.
You know,
so
you
let's just go. Oh, bad optics.
Okay?
Mike,
and
I'd love to come look at your optics every day, buddy.
Hey, buddy, I'd like to come see your optics, huh? What in the blue hell is he talking about? By the way, what is his approval rating down to? Like 9? Like it's not good. No. Here's more.
Oh, that's you know what? And you know what, Mike? What matters is what you do. That's what matters.
And what have you done?
What I just did was stop polluting the airways with a guy like that. Now, listen, these guys are going to come on and notice they're both from Montclair.
Montclair, apparently a bad part of New Jersey for Chris Christie. But his big final move was, what I just did was I muted you on the phone. Oh my God. He's had a rough year, guys. The meatloaf thing with Trump at dinner, the just arguing back and forth. It just has not been a win for Chris Christie. So I'll give him a break. Not really, no. How are you a Cowboys fan? Dude, it makes no sense. You're from Jersey. You got all the great teams up there. You got the Yankees. You got the Mets. You got the... Don't give me a look about that. The Jets. You got to be a Jets fan if you're from Jersey. If you're from Jersey, you know that you've got to be a Jet. Or Giants, even. Whatever. Finally tonight, one of the greatest in all of history's fake news stories. This is a picture where they claimed that earlier this week, Amelia Earhart was captured by the Japanese when she flew over the Pacific Ocean. Now, you're going to see here, it's just a person sitting on a dock, and you don't see their face. They're saying it's Amelia Earhart. It's a blurry picture. I mean, come on, guys. It turns out that this photo was taken 2 years before she took her historic flight that came to whatever end it came to. So a blogger pointed that out after every news organization in the world reported that Amelia Earhart was captured by the Japanese. Great work! Great work, news organizations. You guys are really keeping it up with the honest reporting and the research. You really dug deep for that one. You just literally ran with whatever was running. That reminds me, we need to sync some fake news stories out and just see if they catch. Let's just do that. Send in your suggestions, and I'll try to sync them out there. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode of No Things Considered. Thanks for watching. We're here every night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to find out some more of what's going on in the world, scroll down on this very Facebook page. Lots of breaking news and all sorts of cool stuff going on. Also go to dailycaller.com, dailycallernewsfoundation.org. Click the like button, click the heart button, click that little laughy button sometimes, and share it if you like the show. Thanks to you guys, we are beating a lot of people in ratings. Even though we're not rated like TV shows, we have higher viewership than a lot of them, and that's all thanks to you. So I will see you tomorrow and every night here on the Daily Callers Facebook page at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get out of here.